every single one of them is hit on that pause. I jerk it and just pause it, jerk, jerk, pause. You think with that water being 66 degrees that they would hit it, they'd hit it moving a little bit faster, but every one of them seemed like they wanted on a, well, he's pulling like a train. I don't know how big he is, but that's a better fish. Yeah, baby, that's what we came here for. Yeah, man. I don't know if I can swing that one in. I'm gonna try. Here we go. That's a lot of fish to swing. Same deal. Starting to figure them out. They're not out in that open water, and they're not real shallow. They're right on that edge, right where that grass, you see that grass, it just kind of tails off, and they're right out there where it just falls in that 4 or 5 feet of water. And these babies haven't spawned yet either. They're just thinking about that 64-degree water. That is like textbook. 55 for smallies, 63 or 4 for largemouths, and you can just smoke them on a jerkbait. Just absolutely smoke them on that thing. I like it. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. And this time of year, I go hard. And I mean, filming shows and fishing tournaments and doing promotions. And every now and then, you just gotta treat yourself. And I'll be honest with you, the dealers from Stihl, they don't come in till tomorrow. And this was my opportunity just to get in the boat and just come out and have some fun. And a lot of times, thank goodness, you know, the fish are doing what I really like to do. But when I go fishing for fun, I want to fish the way I like to fish. And for me, cruising down the bank in clear water and seeing them eat that jerkbait, there's just nothing better. And I still love to fish. I mean, no matter what, competition, no competition, when I get a bait in my hand and I'm doing what I like to do, I just love bass fishing. And I think that's what keeps everybody going. It's just the love for it, man. If you lose that, just quit. I'll just hang it up, go play golf. You won't ever see me play golf. There's one. Well, you gotta let it sit there. If you don't let it sit still, you just don't get bit. You don't even want to fight. He says, I want to go back to my girlfriend over there. I'm not seeing the numbers of beds shallow that I would have thought. So these fish are out in that 3 or 4 feet. They may be bedding out there in just that little bit deeper water, and I can't quite see them. The water's got about a 2.5 foot visibility in here. It's that black tannic colored water that I talked about. This gold bait looks really good in it, but I'm trying to see the beds on the bottom, and up shallow there aren't any beds, and every now and then I'll see one, just barely see a light spot, and I think it's probably a bed, but the sun's still kind of low. The sun angle, once it gets up, I think it'll do a lot of things to help us. During the spawn and right before the spawn, the sun is such a huge asset to you. You know, I love cloud cover when I'm bass fishing, but around the spawn, boy, sun can really make a difference, really help you out visually, and the fact that it warms the water up makes those fish get really locked on those beds. Came back in this last little corner of this lake. There's lily pads and there's some stick-ups, old cattails, clumps and stuff, and we started seeing bass, big ones. They're not holding really tight on the bed, but what I'm gonna try and do is just kind of ease through here real slow and make long casts and drag it through these light spots. I mean, we've seen 2 or 3 that are 5+ back in here. It's time to put the old jerk plug away and go to soft plastics. Look at that, that's the 10-pounder, that's the female, she's circling out. The male is locked on the bed. The problem is if you catch the male, a lot of times you won't be able to catch the female. It's kind of like a crapshoot. She's starting to come in towards the bed now. The male's about a 2-pounder, here she comes. Gosh, she's 10 pounds if she's an ounce. It's a giant, man. I felt him thunk it. He's just grabbing the tail of that lizard. I got something that they like on a bed. Oh, there's another nice one just came in. Not a giant, but a nice one. Oh, I had him. Gosh, dog it. Got him. That sucker's bigger than I thought. If that one's 2.5, 3 pounds, that other one's a 10 pluser. Oh, you little sorry rascal. I change colors a lot and change baits a lot. A lot of times that helps. That's fun, man. That's fun. Oh, you little dog, you. I can't not jerk when he snaps at it. How can you not jerk when they snap at it? I know I need to be waiting on this sucker. He's all over it. Oh. It's killing me. You know, it's bad when your cameraman's laughing at you. The camera's shaking because my cameraman's laughing at me. This little bass has got me all frustrated. You wonder why I don't do it in a tournament. You know, I don't want to bring out the secret weapon, but doggone it, I'm close to it. I'm almost to the secret weapon standpoint. Ha! I knew I could do it, it just was a matter of time. Oh, 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 oh. That was just like his way of going, boom, back to me. Okay, I know I can catch one like that. There's a big one right over here. I'm gonna try and pull my way up just a little bit. Great big one over here and another one over here, and we'll see if I can get into position to catch those. Dude, if that one's that big, I can't imagine how big that other one is. These are just the males. These are just the males. They're just setting up and guarding, you know, starting to fan the beds and do that kind of stuff. You can look at them, their tails are not even beat up. I mean, they're not even fanned out. So it's just the beginning. It is just the beginning.
Reel in the Outdoors with Joe Thomas is brought to you by Ranger Boats.